We start tonight with some breaking news. We are learning Casey Parsons has been transferred from federal custody to a state facility. Parsons is the Salisbury woman who pled guilty to killing her adopted daughter, Erica. This marks the beginning of her serving her life sentence in a North Carolina state prison. It's unknown where specifically Parsons is now being held. You can find the latest updates and extensive background of this story on WCNC.com. Thank you for joining us for the news at 11 o'clock. I'm Nick Sturtevant. Well, our big story today is Small Business Saturday. WCNC Charlotte brings you team coverage of today's events.
Shop Small Saturday is a South End tradition. People come out in droves, thousands of people to come specifically to put their dollars into these small businesses. We have 120 plus businesses here today.
But it's really great to provide those local options for people to support maybe moms and pops or just small businesses that, we know that those dollars are going to stay local, that it's really going to support their Christmas journey and their Christmas dreams.
Today is all about shopping local. South End Farmers Market held its 11th annual event to encourage Charlotte to shop small. More than 50 local vendors took part in the street festival on Camden Road. And over in Plaza Midwood, Thrifty Pony hosted a similar market. The store is a secondhand and vintage resale shop, so you can only imagine there were some unique items up for sale. We caught up with the owner as people came out to see what the store has to offer.
Everyone's a little bit different, but everything is secondhand or handmade, so it's all one of a kind. Shopping small is so important, especially, these days when you shop from a small business, you can make their day, their month, their season. So it really, your money really has a huge impact when you can shop locally and you help someone's dream come true. So this holiday season, I would encourage everyone to, shop small. What you get is really, made, created with love.
And small businesses are a foundation for any growing city. WCNC Charlotte's Austin Walker spoke to business owners in Plaza Midwood, where the owner says for some, it's a saving grace.
Owning a small business is not easy. Data shows that in the first year, many of them don't survive, which is why some small business owners say that Small Business Saturday definitely goes a long way.
It's a different vibe.
There's a little something for everyone.
Depends on how you feel that day.
Inside Lunchbox Records, people moving at their own beat. But Saturday, that pace intensifying.
So, yeah, it's a big weekend for us.
Small Business Saturday leading hundreds inside the door. The goal of shopping local, something owner Scott Wishart looks forward to all year.
And if you shop local, you help support, the people that live around you, the people who go to the schools around you. They pay taxes in your neighborhood. Those tax money doesn't go elsewhere.
He says owning a small business has its challenges.
I would say so.
NerdWallet reporting 20% of new businesses close within the first year.
Thank you, ma'am.
A reason why Leanne Little chooses to shop small year-round.
It's so important. You got to keep the small guys in business and support.
Urging others to think about who is running it behind the scenes.
These guys are the community, They're the ones paying for your kids' soccer teams and stuff like that. So it's super important.
It's a chance for some to discover something new.
He said he didn't know we were here.
Artistry away from the big box stores.
Don't do it. Come here.
Finding it in the local shops. Many small businesses will continue their discounts throughout the rest of the weekend and into Sunday, so you still have some time to go out and save and also support. In Plaza Midwood tonight, Austin Walker, WCNC Charlotte.
Well, from Plaza Midwood and across the Carolinas, it is cold out there for tonight, and we indeed have clear skies. Thankfully, we're not dealing with wet weather on top of the cold temperatures, so nice and dry as you get ready for bed tonight. And checking in right now on the current temperatures across the area. Take a look. Boone, 28. 37 in Hickory, that's just about 5 degrees above the freezing mark. Hey, Lincolnton, you're there already, so it will get colder below freezing overnight. Charlotte at 43, temperatures will drop some 10 degrees by the time you wake up on Sunday morning. Here's a look at those temperatures for your Sunday morning. Here's why you'll have a coat out the door. For the first few hours after daybreak will be around 30 to 35 for most of you in the mountains. Yes, you know it. It'll be colder in the mid-20s, so a slow warm-up for you. Speaking of a warm-up, this is what to expect for your Sunday afternoon. It is not going to be a dramatic warm-up into your day. Highs will be in the low to mid-50s, so anywhere from, say, 50, 55 tomorrow. You have sunshine early on, but notice the clouds will build in the second half of your day. With the cloud cover, we could tap into a little bit of rain, but not too much to write home about. Coming up, I'll show you when to expect the small rain chances for your Sunday. In addition, I'll also show you what to expect for the week ahead, because not only will tonight be on the cold side, we're going to have several nights with temperatures at or below freezing. More on it coming up in a few minutes. Nick?
All right, thanks, KJ. Midland firefighters say a fire that started earlier today is contained. It's happened on Sam Black Road, just off Highway 24 in Midland. Sadly, several pets died in that fire. The American Red Cross is helping the people who lived in that home. It's unknown how much damage the fire caused. Now, the cause remains under investigation. Back here in the Queen City, first responders say a car drove into a building. It happened on Vista Grand Circle. That's off Carmel Road near 485. The driver has minor injuries. We're still working to find out what caused that crash. Turning now to Israel's war with Hamas, which is now in day 2 of a ceasefire. Following a delay earlier today, Hamas and Israel were able to hold a prisoner swap. Hamas claimed Israel tried to violate the 4-day ceasefire agreement. Thanks to some Qatar and Egyptian negotiations, the issues were smoothed out. 39 Palestinians were released in exchange for 13 Israelis and 7 foreigners. An Israeli Defense Forces spokesperson says it will bring hostages any way it can.
We need to be patient, and it doesn't necessarily reflect anything on tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. We will do everything in our capacity to make sure that things happen as they should in the best possible manner and for people to return home as quickly as possible.
And it's unknown if any Americans were released, but the White House says a deal is in the works. Coming up, a closer look at the efforts underway to eliminate domestic violence globally and across the Carolinas.